Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Lego Brickcon here. Hope you're all well. I know it's been a while again since I was up online, and of course there's a few reasons for that, and I will get into that later in another video. But today I'm just going to talk to you about what's going on here and why we are aimed at the Batcave. I decided to attend a Brickcon, which is Ireland's largest convention, held in Dublin, the capital of Ireland, for those of you who don't live here. And I will be bringing this up, the Batcave, to it. Now, I didn't build this to be moved, I built it to stay in place. So there's going to be a bit of work in stripping it back a bit to make it, shall we say, adaptable to travel. Am I worried? Of course, there's a lot there that could fall apart easily and would be quite difficult to put back together. So, but I still feel I have to try this, because it's one thing me doing videos and photographs and putting them out to you all online, but to see it in front of you is much better, as you know, if you've attended a Brickcon or a convention or whatever, where you can actually just see things almost in the flesh, where it just stands out to you a lot more in the presence of it. And I feel I've got to, for me personally, just to start sharing this with everybody in person if I can, as well, as much as I can. When I say everybody, as many people that can attend or whatever and see it, because I just want to get myself known a bit more. So yeah, so I'm just going to explain briefly what I'm going to do, starting with, really, if I was to change anything, it's up here on the manor. First of all, there's improvements to be made, as I would have felt like that this was 2 years ago probably now that was built, so I definitely can add more to it. I want as less green plain as possible. I would like to have more foliage in there, and the driveway again is all squared up there. I'll get that much more like a driveway were to be, like a meandering road without the square look of it. The big thing really is the width of this, we'd say from the front here at the fence, going right back there towards the castle and the tree, like that's a good metre 100, metre 200. And the cave isn't that. The cave from, we'd say, the front back to the back cave wall there is about 200, maybe 300 short. So I literally, again, because this was built to be permanently here, now I still have to move it anyway to go to the new shed eventually. So I said, you know what, take the chance here and break it down anyway, which I will have to do, but see if I can put it out there, and as I said, just take it to a convention. And look, it's all experience. It could be a horrible disaster in travelling, or it could be the best thing ever. One way or the other, I'm just going to do it anyway. So all of the back area there is held up by a bit of wood and a few stilts from the ground up to support that. It's strong where it is in place, but certainly wouldn't do for the travel, or shall I say the convention itself, when you take it apart and rebuild it. So it has to be seriously strengthened. So yeah, so I'll just give a quick little video here to give you a bit of info on what's kind of going on. And I said this will be a kind of a start for the shifting of it from this shed to the new shed, and the in-between will be the convention itself. So yeah guys, I'm going to time lapse myself taking all this down. And to do that, what I had done, and I've also done a video on that, which will be going up, excuse the light here for a second, it's quite bright, is that where the Japanese table was, the Japanese village, where that was, it's gone, as you can see. I took all of that down yesterday. So my plan is to actually take the Wayne Manor from the top of that, bring it over here, spread it out, make the changes to it, and make it stronger. There'll have to be a bigger sheet of maybe wood or plastic to go underneath the whole lot, and then I've got to modularize it up, I suppose, really. So each base plate will have its own thing on it, and then you can just join them together on the day of the event, as opposed to overlapping with bricks across the seams of the base plates. So we want to be able to take it apart and put it together. Fairly handy. So yeah. So without further ado, let's get into the time lapse. Okay, my friends, here we are now, the Batcave without the Wayne Manor. So just there, looking at the time lapse, I got everything down without any risks, problems, or anything breaking, thank God. So I'll just swing around here now, and we'll show you where I put it. Excuse that bright light. Okay, so I put it here on the Japanese table, as you can see. Now it is in broken bits, and I had to take off all the foliage, and that is over here, and I just put them all into little trays and small little lunch boxes basically. So that's the decorating side of it, but when I look at what I had actually taken apart back here, and as I was talking about there earlier about making it more modular, like, so for example this area here, like it's a plate and 2/3 of a plate basically, but the seam is just there, as you can see, running right under. Now I've joined everything to make those 2 plates one, or is it three actually, look, 1 2 3. So in order now for traveling and making a display, we want to make sure that I'll have to take up all that, I'll have to take up all that, and we'll build, I won't be building it the exact same, funny enough. As I look at it, I want to redo certain things because I feel that I could have done again a lot better and improved upon. This is early days, maybe 3 years ago now, I think, I'm not sure, 2 or 3 years ago. So I want to redo it, but also do it where, if we're doing the earth look there, the soil, that we build it on one plate, and we obviously do a seam here, and then we build the second section on this plate. So you can just bring the 2 of them together then, like that, I suppose, basically, you know. You draw it in, or you draw that in towards that, and it'll become joined. This is perfect for display purposes because you can store them plate by plate inside in your boxes, and you can put it together basically like a big jigsaw. So that's the plan. So as you can see there, like, that's, I should have recorded all this when I was actually building it, but I'm after getting much more into the camera now than what I ever would have back then. So yeah, look, you can see the bones of it here anyways. I just walk around it. We had the manor up on a piece of wood, as you can see from the top of the cave there, and there's a higher level. So I will be doing the exact same thing, but I'm going to make it a better kind of a kit out. Looking at the castle here again, when I done it, I didn't have a full background on it here because I ran out of Lego at the time, and because we're looking at it from this point of view, you don't really see the back, so I didn't finish it. Now I do have brick for that, so I'm going to actually complete the back there and make something here of this to finish it off. And the drive again, as I look at this, like, this is to me, this is terrible. Like, I know that I could do a much better job with this, so I will be making it more like a round drive. And again, a lot of the green that you see here around the place, even though there was shrubs and bushes and stuff like that, I will be filling it in where you won't be getting that kind of a plain green kind of a look. And I always like this foliage area here at the side with all the trees on it. Now I can't do that on the likes of this just for the sake of having a I suppose like a lawn, because that's not a lawn, that's kind of a wild area. But I will be filling it in with something where we will have this less flat green plate. you know, on display. There's lots of stuff that I do like in it, but there's a few things I know that I can certainly improve on. This isn't too bad. Again, this is going to be high up, and you'll be looking at face on, almost like here. So it's going to be hard for people to come in if it's on display, like, and or when it's on display, and kind of look up over it unless they're right at the face of the cave. So we'll see what I'll do maybe to improve that. Maybe here the pebbles, I'd like to fill in that much more so it doesn't have the green again in the middle of it. So yeah, so that's it in a nutshell. There's definitely improvements on this I want to make. I didn't do an interior, and I probably won't now before the convention, simply because that's just more work added that won't really be seen. I prefer to do something like that now for a YouTube video where I can open it out and show all the details on the inside, and you could check it out there, because again, that's not going to be anyway opened out for someone to look into when it's at a convention. You're basically going to be way back here looking in. I will light all this up though, you know, the inside of it, you know, and there's no point in putting lights here. It'll be kind of a broad daylight display. So but the cave, the cave, I'll be doing lights. I'll be getting onto that. That's the next section. But I said one thing at a time. We'll start here now with the manor. We'll get it all ready. So, and then whatever sheet of wood I'm going to put underneath to have it all stable, that'll be coming up as well. So we'll get it all ready for display purposes, and I can add a small bit more shrubbery and flowers that I think will actually have a better effect. Fix up the drive area here, and then make things kit like. So I know that all the fencing, for example, will be in one box. I'll have the flowers in another, as you can see there in the trees, and I want to be able to actually take it out, bring in the boxes, take the stuff out and start putting it together, assembling it straight away, you know. So yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick video of it, first of all taken down, and then what we're going to do to improve it and make it more mobile, basically. So yeah, on to the next step.